Assalamu alaikum. Hi, Oracle Reiki spiritual healer, and just let me adjust this really quick. And so a lot of us do not know how to defend ourselves, our hearts, from these people who we are connected to, who have these titles in our lives, who we are close with. And we have to understand that when these people have overstepped their boundaries and you've had to set boundaries with them, in many cases, you will have to understand that these attacks upon you were they were intentional. They were intentional, but these people were promised your power, at your expense. They did not have the knowledge. They did not have all the information. And so when we forgive these people and have faith in God, then that is one of the powerfulest moves that we can do in life towards a narcissist, towards those people who have sent out a negative frequency of the evil eye of black magic, those people who have been trying to control you your entire life. So when we have understood that we have to forgive these people in our lives, because a lot of them have the capacity of a 12-year-old. They have the capacity of a teenager, where they will behave in erratic, in a narcissist way. And a lot of them were never able to grow up, or ever able to come out of certain cycles that their parents kept them in. And so they believe that this is the right way to be abusive to everyone. And so, with that being said, this is why I was able to forgive my first husband. That's why I was able to, wish him the best. Whether he was with me or not, I wished him the best. I forgave him because it is necessary for our growth, for our spiritual growth. And I understood that, that is how he would respond. Like I said, they used to call him the hitman. And I used to, always think about the wrestler Bret Hart, back in the day. So, when you're forgiving these people, then God opens up miraculous things for you in your life, and it opens up miraculous things for them as well. When you forgive people who are unaware that they're stuck in an abusive cycle, that they're stuck in a malicious cycle where they are attacking people whom they want to control, whom they want to harm, with malice and malicious attacks from black magic, voodoo, and different kinds of attacks. So we have this understanding, and I definitely understand how miraculous God's healing mercy can be, because before I left my first husband, God opened the doors where I was able to connect my first husband with a sister that he did not know that he had. They shared the same father, and I was able to connect them and figure out that they were brother and sister. And God does miraculous things so that he can understand that these are the women that's in your lives that deserve protection, from you, even if you cannot do it with your own people, even when you cannot handle whatever they have sent out, the elders have sent out over your life to trap you in these behaviors, in these addictive patterns, these people who have sent out negative energy over your life that hold these titles in your life. You have to be able to forgive them. because it protects you from any kind of attack that they may have sent out. It protects you from being able to hold those types of diseases in your heart. Your heart is cleansed, your body is cleansed, and you're able to move forward. That negative energy cannot stagnate you in life. So these are the understandings that we'll have, because these types of people, these warlocks, these witches, these spiritual narcissists, these family narcissists, these government narcissists that have been inserted in your life in order to hold you down, in order to stagnate you with malignant energy and frequencies. And many times they are unable to be successful because we have already transmuted that negative energy. A lot of times the forgiveness that we have for these people that hold these titles in our lives, when we've forgiven them, then it breaks that curse over us. And that curse, those hexes that they've sent out, those frequencies, it goes back to them in a malevolent way. It attacks their money. It attacks their health. It attacks their children. It attacks the things in their lives that they love the most, that they've tried to sacrifice you for, that they've tried to trauma bond you into poverty and make you think that, you're supposed to be, validated by them. You're supposed to be indebted to them. You're supposed to give over your life, your energy to them because they hold the title of your parents or these people who are supposed to be over you. So we want to make sure that we are seeing these people in the light that we are supposed to, that we have the clarity, and not only the clarity, but the discernment to see what they are trying to do, where they are trying to stagnate you in your life. A lot of you have been unable to complete anything until now. And, I really appreciate you for having that connection to God, to reaching out to me, for God leading you to me so that I can give you, how to remove those kinds of toxic stumbling blocks out of your life, those blockages off of your health and your finances, so that I can lead you to how you are supposed to have that connection with God. You're not supposed to go a day without praying. You're not supposed to go, every few hours. You should be remembering God and thanking God and praising God and remembering his works upon your life, that he has sent somebody in your life to help you to remove these negative energies, to pray for our brothers and sisters. So these are the ways that we understand that these people no longer have this control over your life. The negative energy that they have been sending out and using their positions in order to hold over you so that you're obedient to them, it has been broken up on you with the understanding, once you have started cleansing these negative energies and you have started seeing the intent, the negative energy that they had intended for you, it is going back to them. It has gone back to them, and we forgive them and release these people from our lives so that we can continue to break the curses over further generations, other generations, in our life, in our path, with our other chosen ones who need this type of help. So we have these understandings. We are able to make sure that we are removing ourselves from those people who are trying to give us gifts, who are trying to renew these spells, who are trying to feed us different things, who are trying to, get us to do things that will catch us in a pattern, so that we will be there with them, stagnated with them, so that they will be rewarded for, taking our blessings and our gifts and our beliefs away from God, from taking our attention away from our prayer, taking our money, taking our finances, so that we don't get the promotions or the blessings through our relationships, so that we're rejected all of our lives. So I hope that this has resonated with you and you received this message. Please reach out to me and book your one-on-one sessions. Like, share, and subscribe to me. Book your video chat sessions. I'm High Oracle, Reiki, Spiritual Healer. Assalamu alaikum.